Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I am doing this Undead Glam look, and this one's going to be a quick one, so if you would like to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. So I'm starting off this look by applying my foundation with a damp beauty blender, and I'm just applying a foundation that is way lighter than my natural skin tone. This one is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, and I used the shade 0.5, which is the lightest shade in that line. And yeah, I'm just putting it all over my face, blending it in, putting quite a thick layer on so that none of my skin shows through and it's very opaque and looks very ghost-like. I'm also bringing that down my neck to make sure that, you know, continuity. I'm using the Naked Skin concealer in the shade Fair to highlight the center portions of my face and do a little bit more concealing. I'm applying this under my eyes, down the center of my nose, center of my forehead, and my chin. I also add it to my eyebrows because I was trying to block them out, but eventually I didn't like how that looked, so I ended up filling in my eyebrows anyway, so you can just skip that part. I actually filmed a whole half of my eye and it just looked so messy and terrible, so I ended up taking that off and then redoing this part of the makeup, and you will see that in the, I think maybe the next clip. Just kidding guys, I forgot about my contour. Today I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick, foundation stick, I don't know what to call it, in the shade Fawn, and I'm applying that higher up on my cheekbone than normal. It's not below my cheekbone, it's almost right on it, and then I'm following that line down towards the sides of my mouth, like following that natural curve to create that more gaunt looking appearance. And then I'm also using that to, sorry, I got confused for a second. I'm also using that to contour my nose and the temples of my head. Yeah. And then I'm going to blend that out using my buffing brush from Morphe. I can never remember what the number is on it, but it'll be in the description box below. And then I am setting everything in place. Obviously, I haven't even mentioned this. I'm doing basically the same kind of highlighting and contouring on my chest and neck so that it looks a little bit more extreme and more like, I don't know, ghostly. And then I'm going to go ahead and set everything in place using my RCMA No Color Powder. I love this powder. It's so cheap and it's so good. So good, guys. You gotta pick it up. I'm also laying a semi-thick layer down just so that any fallout that happens from my eyeshadow can be wiped away, and I'm also going to use it to kind of carve out under where I did the under where I did the contour on the side of my cheekbones. To start creating that sunken in, dead, skeleton-ish vibe, I'm starting off with my darkest shade, which is a Makeup Geek shadow. I believe this one is called Galaxy, and it's a shimmery, deep grayish blue shade, which worked perfectly for this look. And all of the brushes that I'm using are Morphe Brushes, so they will all be in the description box below. But I'm starting off by applying that in the outer crease and extending it up towards my eyebrow, and then bringing it right under my lower lash line and extending that down onto, like, I can see where the hollow under my eye is, and it reaches the top of my cheekbone, and I'm just bringing it all the way down there on that outer corner. And then I'm also going to bring it in the inner corner up more towards my brow bone, because that's where it's very hollow and that's where it's just following the socket basically. So I'm going to intensify that area as well, and then also right under the tear duct area. It's going to create more of like an eye bag, and then also follow that shape. If you've ever done a skeleton look before, you've basically made this shape more or less blended or just filled in with paint, but it's basically the same shape for any like skeleton / undead look because it looks very gruesome. So I'm doing that, and then after that I am taking the shade Stealth, which is a cool matte tone. It's a grayish blue, and I'm taking that on a fluffier brush and just going over the edges of all of that, just softening them up a bit and diffusing that color. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with another shade, which is called Unexpected, and that is a matte, it's like a purpley taupe color. It's a very soft, muted shade. And I'm going to go over the edges of everything yet again, just extending that a little bit further out so that it's a very, it's like a very ghostly kind of undead eye. The lid color I used was a awesome duochrome shade from Urban Decay called Tonic, and it was basically like a lavender color with some blue sparkles in it. It was just really, really gorgeous and kind of like ethereal type of shade to put on my lid. I absolutely love it. I definitely dampened my brush a little bit so that I would get the best pigment payoff as possible. After that, I went ahead and filled in my lower lash line with a blue pencil. I'm not sure exactly what this one is called, and I can't find it at the moment, but it's just a blue eye kohl. And then I went over my upper lash line with my Architect eyeliner by LA Splash Cosmetics. You guys have seen this in so many of my videos lately. I'm just obsessed with how easy it is to use. It's just so quick for me, so that's the one that I gravitate towards. And it really helps me hide my lash band. The lashes I decided to use are from Voss. They're the style Vamptress, and I actually am not the biggest fan of these eyelashes just because their bands are so stiff that the inner corner kept popping up and it was driving me crazy. But I know that it must be frustrating for you guys that I always use the New Bonsum lashes, and they are so expensive, but believe me guys, those ones are so worth the money. They're the best lashes I've ever used, the most comfortable lashes I've ever used. I'm actually going to create a video for you guys all about that. But anyway, moving on, I am using those same two shades, the Stealth and Unexpected, to go ahead and intensify those gaunt areas of my face, so below the cheekbone and then also on the temples. And I don't remember, but I think I might have used a little bit to contour my nose as well. And don't forget, I'm also adding that to my chest and collarbone area. I'm really not good at this tonight. I'm sorry guys, I'm just like not on my game. I filmed Beetlejuice today, so I'm exhausted. Please forgive me. I'm highlighting my cheekbones with these two shades from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit and this other Morphe brush that it's the only brush I use for highlighting, so you guys have seen that one before too. After that, I am going to start creating the creepy mouth. I don't really know what to call it. But Jin's Makeup just did a video about this, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. I should add that into my Undead look. So check out her video if you haven't seen it. I'm sure that she explains it a little bit better than I will. But I'm taking the shade Retrograde from Lipland Cosmetics, and it's just like a cool toned, almost grayish purple. So I thought that that worked really well. It kind of matched my contour shade. And I'm taking that on a pencil brush, also from Morphe, and I'm applying that to the inner part of my lips, if that makes sense. I like the way that you can see it there, just like the inner part, not extending that all the way over my lips. And then I'm going to extend the outer corners of my mouth in like an upward direction, almost like a Chelsea smile. And then I am extending a little bit down the center of my bottom lip, just one point, and then on my upper lip there are two points. I don't know what to call them. Two like little dips or extensions that I'm creating, and they're just evenly spaced on my upper lip, on either side of the center of my lip, if that makes sense. Once I'm done with that, I felt like it needed a little bit more dimension, so I used my Architect eyeliner again, just to deepen up the center of it, but still let that color shine through. So just in the very center of the color that I just added, I added the black, just to create some more depth and drama. Once that's all done, it's time to get into the glitter, which is everybody's favorite part. I know I've been using this glitter like crazy, but I cannot help myself. So I am using that glitter that I got from Etsy and the Violet Voss Secret Weapon adhesive, and I am just laying down the adhesive first in the gaps that are created after I created the lines on my lips, and I am adding that glitter all over and extending it past my lip line so that it kind of blends out and it looks like my lips have kind of disappeared. Like, that's the effect that I was going for, and I really love how it turned out. Okay, and that is it for the look, guys. I hope you guys liked this one. This one was super easy and super quick to do. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe so that you can see my next video, which is Beetlejuice, coming out in a couple days. Love you guys.